Is it just me, or did PCs used to be more interesting? Or am I looking with rose tinted glasses at the state of the market? Here I've got a range of PCs with me. This is from 1999, and this is a book PC. Book, BOOK, like a paperback book. It's meant to be small enough that you could put it on a shelf or something like that. It's a Pentium 3, 1 gigahertz. Then you sort of got the micro ATX towers and the AT towers, and they were this sort of size. Moving on to the ATX size PCs like these, and then it seemed to go small again with this sort of small form factor. You've got the Dell Optiplex systems, this kind of size, and then ultra small form factor, this ThinkCentre with additional optional optical drive. The PC is actually the small bit here, and you can even get tiny little PCs like this that are even smaller again. But have we kind of gone in the wrong direction? You know, this is a Fractal Design Define R5 case, optical drive bays, lots of fans, soundproofing. Probably not the best airflow ever, but you can adjust it and add more airflow if you want by removing top panels and side panels and things like that, adding more fans. But I kind of feel like this was peak case design, where you have a whole bunch of drive trays. There's 3 here, there's another 6, or is it 5? Another 5 there. SSD space on the back, lots of room for the power supply, lots of room for the motherboard. And as cases get smaller and smaller and optical drives are removed, your options get less, and you might not need an optical drive. But what if you want to listen to a CD? Cars these days often don't have CD players. The less options you have, the kind of more limited you are. And I think that's kind of a shame, where we've got modern cases that don't give you much option. If we look at this case compared to this case, it's like they've chopped off all of the optical and storage bays so that you've got just the motherboard section. So on that one, we've got the power supply section, the motherboard section, a whole range of expansion options. And I suppose you could say that, well, this one, the storage will be on the motherboard. You might have 2 slots for drives there, and then you can put SSDs somewhere else, and then the bottom there's room for hard drives. But if you've got a large power supply, that might not fit. And what if you want a longer graphics card or something like that? I kind of feel like these smaller cases are more about style than functionality. But I'm sure there will be people who may disagree. But if we go and have a look at this main big case, there's so much potential there. And sure, I'm probably not going to use all of this, but one day the option is there. Another thing I'd like to see more of is USB ports. This has got 3 USB ports. This is an MSI case, and this has got 4 USB ports, but it's quite common to only find 2 USB ports on the front or top, and all of the ports are primarily on the back, which seems a little bit odd these days. How have we ended up with PC cases like this, where this whole section is just empty? There's nothing there. It's the graphics cards end, and there's a whole area here where these fans blow air in, and it's just emptiness. What is the purpose of that? Why are the fans coming from that direction and It doesn't seem to make sense to me when you could fill it with drive bays. And it even seems like companies like Fractal Design have changed their cases so that the newest version, the R7 of this, doesn't have this kind of arrangement, doesn't really support this. I think it's much shorter as well. It cuts out this area. It doesn't have any support for optical drives. So you are left without the option or needing to get an external drive. I mean, sure, if you don't want to upgrade, don't need extra drives, then just get a small mini PC and leave it as it is. But I don't really understand these huge PCs with loads of space and then nothing in the space. But that could just be me. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if you think there are still cases like this being made, new cases with optical drives and space for hard drives, then let me know in the comments. It seems to be getting harder and harder to get things like this that have optical drives, especially new. Another thing, why are cases hiding the power supply? I think the power supply is a cool thing to see. Don't you want to let people know kind of how good the power supply is that you've got? This was just a short video. Thanks for watching and see you in another video. Bye.